I hate making these videos, but I feel like I have to do it now. I don't want to do it. I had no intention of making these videos, these live streams. Excuse me. Very tired. But unfortunately, there's just people on the internet that have no heart, no soul, no compassion at all. You know, we're struggling right now. We're hurting really bad, my family. You know, it's not a joke. It's really bad what we're going through here. We lost, Easter. I tried to make it a beautiful day for the kids. That's what a father does. You understand? That's what a father does. I try to make their lives as happy, as normal as I possibly can. But unfortunately, we're going through an extremely tough time. You know, we lost too much this year. We lost my wife Jennifer. We lost my mom Josephine. We lost too much. I can't handle it. I'm really not even in acceptance of it. I'm really down. I miss my wife so much, especially on Easter. I wanted her there with us. My mom, I love her. I miss her every day. I wanted her. I wanted my mother there. Um, it's just too much for us to deal with. We're hurting. We're suffering. We're very sad. And unfortunately, you get a guy like Commander 35. Yeah, forgive me. I'm so tired. I haven't been sleeping right. As soon as I came home from Easter dinner tonight, I haven't slept. I'm too upset over. I miss my wife and my mom so much. Um, but you get this guy who just is like relentless, Commander 35. Just keeps making video after video, making fun of whatever it is, my wife, my mom. And it's like he just doesn't care. And my children has come across his videos. They did. They saw it. They were upset. I was just like, look, I was like, Commander, have some respect, man. Have some respect. If not for me, for my kids. You know what I mean? And it's like, look, I can't prohibit them from being on the internet. I tell them stay away from certain channels. That's what I do. I tell them specifically, this is a bad person. Don't go on their videos. But you know how kids are. You can't completely stop. Kids have a curious nature. You know what I mean? So, look, as parents, we want to protect our children from all the evil in this world. Well, I'll put it this way. Apparently, you're listening to me. This guy. Another hater. We protect our children, you know. We do everything in our power as parents to protect them. But, kids are going to be able to find things on the internet. There's nothing we can do about that. That's just, unfortunately, there's pros and cons of the internet. There's a lot of great things on the internet. You get a lot of information. You know what I mean? It keeps you up to date on all, like, events happening all over the world. There's a lot of great things with the internet, but there's also cons, and kids can find things. And I try to explain this to Commander 35. I try to, have a heart to heart. Like, I try to be, man to man with him. And I said, Commander, I understand that you like making videos for entertainment purposes, meaning like it's his right to do it. It's the First Amendment, but try to have like some consideration. Try to have a heart. We just lost a lot of my family. We lost my beautiful wife Jennifer. This is the rock of our family. My mother Josephine was a second rock. This is the two most important people in our lives. Okay, and we're hurting. I'm hurting. My children are hurting. Have respect. But this guy, there's no talking to him. He just makes video. He thinks it's a big joke. He thinks it's funny. Making fun of my beautiful wife Jennifer, my beautiful mother Josephine, and he gets like a kick out of it. This guy, he gets a charge out of it. It just makes him happy. Well, you also get a charge that children are seeing your videos and they're getting very upset. I mean, it's like what's wrong with this guy? But whatever. I'm tired, actually. I gotta get some rest. I don't think I would be able to do a live stream right now. Mm. We had a beautiful Easter. The kids had a lot of fun. They had a lot of fun. But I don't know. When I got home, I just didn't really sleep well. Just got too much on my mind. Missing my beautiful wife, missing my beautiful mother. I always make sure that the kids have a great time, though. That's what fathers do. That's what mothers do, too. That's what parents do. But I'm not the same anymore after the loss of Jennifer and my mom. I'm not really doing the greatest, Jake. Holidays are the hardest. I don't know if you know that I lost my wife. Jennifer was 46. After the good fight, 10-year battle with cancer, my beautiful wife Jennifer passed away. 2 weeks later, my mother Josephine passed away. We're not doing the greatest. Unfortunately, there are people on the internet who find other families' miseries, and I'm not gonna say misery because Jennifer, look, when she was here on Earth and my mom was here on Earth, it was the most wonderful life. Thank you, Jake. I'll just say that we're all hurting. Leave it at that. But there's people like this Commander 35 guy. He puts out videos. He thinks it's a joke to make fun of families going through the hardest times in their life, making, derogatory videos about my wife, my mother. It's terrible. But what are you going to do? There's just certain people in this world and their low lives. And there's nothing you can do about it. They don't care about the effects it'll have on children. They don't care. It's all about getting a laugh, getting their kicks. These internet trolls, these haters, what are you going to do? Probably I'm just wasting my time making this live stream, but I figured why not try, to talk reason with this person, but I don't think you can be reasonable. Anyway, I'm exhausted. I did not sleep at all. And I'm tired. This is going to be a short live stream. You know what it is, Jake? You just think that people would have a decent amount, not a lot, of common courtesy, compassion, respect. That's all that, we're not asking for much here. We're not asking for much. But, Jay for the Bronx, I'm going to be honest with all of you, okay? I put on an act for the kids, okay? Look, I put on an act. I take the kids to Easter dinner at Carmine's because I want them to be happy. You understand? My kids go to school every day. I want them to be happy. They come home, I take care of them. I want them to be happy. That's what fathers do. That's what mothers do. That's what parents do. But listen, I'm shot. I'm shot. I'm not looking better. Maybe to you, I'm grieving. I'm not feeling well, especially on the holidays, man. It's too hard. We got too much losses here. My beautiful wife Jennifer, my mother Josephine. It's too much. You got to just do what you got to do for the kids, man. You got to make them happy. It's a lot of haters. They come here, they pretend to be nice, and then in a few minutes they show their true colors. You know, that's what they do. Um, I just don't understand why all of you think. I'm talking to the haters now. I just don't understand why all of you find this stuff to be so funny and so entertaining. Like, how would you like it if you lost your wife and your mom? Okay, all in a period of 2 weeks. Would you like that? I just never know who's telling the truth, online. But Jake, listen to me. God bless you, brother. You'll find the job. Listen, if you have a daughter and if you have a wife, brother, cherish your family, man. Listen, family is what matters, Jake. Okay, you'll always get a job again. Listen, people don't realize what's truly important in this world. I used to be a lot like you. I used to worry about stupid things. Like I'd be like, oh, whatever. I lost money. I lost 250,000 at AMC. I used to get myself depressed every day. I used to be down in the dumps. Let me tell you something. You lose your wife, you lose your mom. You don't care about money no more, brother. You don't care. You're like, I want my wife back. I want my mom back. My father used to always say to me, because you're a rich man. I said, how am I a rich man, Dad? He said to me, you have a beautiful family. You have a wife, you have mom, you have kids, you have your mom, you have me at the time. He was like, you're a rich man. It's about family, man. Don't worry about money or that you're laid off or all that stuff. All of that will come back. Just cherish your family. I don't know. Let me just get rid of this guy, Jay. This guy's bad news. Jake, you gotta be strong, man. That's all. You gotta be strong. I don't. Are you being serious with me, or is this just like a joke? Because I can never tell anymore. People come to these live streams, and it's like unfortunately, they play games. They think this is like a soap opera or something, and they pretend to be something they're not. I just hope if you're being serious, listen to me. I was gonna put it very simple, Jake. I'm gonna put it simple. Cherish your family. What's up, Will? God bless you, man. Cherish your family. That's it. That's it. Don't worry about nothing else. Don't let nothing ever get you down. Don't let nothing ever upset you because it's all small things. It's all small things. What's important is family. That's it. That's all I have to tell you. And maybe in time you'll realize that. It took me time. Jake, look, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. I have a feeling that you're a hater if you want me to tell you the truth. I have a feeling that you just played a game. Because for you to come here and say the things you're saying, it doesn't seem kosher to me. It really doesn't. It just doesn't seem kosher. Like, why would you come here and say this stuff? Like, tell me the reason why. What's in it for you? What's the motivation? Tell me. Why are you telling me this for? I'm just asking you. I'm just curious. You're coming to a live stream saying that you're laid off and that you're projecting your frustrations to your wife and your child. Okay, why are you telling me this for? I'm just trying to understand it. It doesn't seem real to me. It doesn't, because I don't think anybody would do that, man. So what I'm saying is, it just goes back to these haters think everything is a joke, and there's really not much we can do about it. They think everything is a. I don't relate to you, Jake. Can I tell you why I don't relate to you? See, in my case, look, I'm not trying to be a jerk off, okay? I lost my wife and my mom. There's a difference. I always loved them. I always cherished them. Okay, it was not something that happened to me was out of my control. It was out of their control, and it was cancer. It was pneumonia that took my wife and my mom away from me. Okay, in your case, it's a job. How can I relate to that, brother? I'm not trying to be mean. You have your wife, you have your daughter, right? According to what you're saying, you lost a job. Okay, jobs can be. You can get a better job next time. You know, what I mean, jobs. This is a fixable situation. You got laid off from a job. It's a very fixable situation. Anybody who comes here and calls me by my full name is a hater. Like you see what I'm saying, Jake? It's a fixable situation. It's very simple. You got laid off, get another job. That's all. Very simple. So I can't relate because in my case, my situation is not fixable. I wish it was. I wish it was a fixable situation. I wish I could say, there's a way I could get my wife back. There's a way I could get my mom back. Jake, it's like, look, again, I'm going to say this to you one last time. It's not complicated stuff. It is very, very easy stuff. At the end of the day, you got to do what's in your power. Are you ready? As a father and as a husband, to love and cherish your family. That's it. Okay, jobs come and go. Money comes and goes. Family doesn't come and go. The only reason why a family would break up is because you have to love them. You have to cherish them. I'll tell you something. I think about a scene from The Godfather. You ever see the movie The Godfather? Okay, so there's this one scene where Vito Corleone, this is before he becomes the Don. You should watch this. Before he becomes the Don, the boss of the family. Okay, he just got laid off. He just got laid off from the job at the butcher shop. You should watch this because at the time, the guy who was the head mafioso of the neighborhood, he put his nephew in there. He said, fire this guy. I want to put my nephew in. Okay, so he gets laid off, Vito Corleone. The butcher runs out, Vito, vedi kya, vedi kya. He wants to give him a bag filled with all these meats, everything to take home to his family. Vito says, no, no, thank you. He has too much pride. He says, thank you, I'm okay. He goes home with a pear. Okay, I'll never forget this. He goes home with a pear. And him and his wife sit down at a table and they share the pear. They share the pear. And the wife says to Vito, she says, what a beautiful pear, she says. In other words, that's all they're eating. That's it. That's all that they could eat is a pear. And guess what, Jake? They were happy. They were happy. That's the type of wife I had. Okay? That's the type of mother I had. That's why I can't relate to you. I can't relate to you because I had a family that loved me for me, loved my children. I'm going to cry here. Okay? We had that. Okay? And you probably have it too, Jake. I'm sure your family loves you. And that's it. I can't really talk about this anymore, Jake. Don't take it the wrong way because what you're talking about is a little bit crazy. If you want me to tell you the truth, you have a beautiful wife, you have a beautiful daughter, and you're sitting here telling me that you can't control your moods. So now go get help, man. Like, look, that's what people tell me, Jake. You know what people tell me? They say go get therapy. So I'm going to say the same thing to you, Jake. Go get therapy. Jake, if you really want me to be honest with you, man, I can't handle people like that have a fixable situation and they get depressed. But that's why I don't think you're being honest. I think, honestly, you're a hater. I think you're coming here to make some form of a joke and redirect the conversation to live stream. So I'm going to end it right now, brother. I can't talk about this no more. Look, I wish you all the best. God bless you. Okay, God bless your family. Seriously, God bless you and God bless your family. But I can't talk about this no more. So I said my piece. I'm sorry, I got nothing else to say. I know, but Jake, there's not. I have nothing else to say on it, man. I got nothing else to say. Look, you have a wife, you have a daughter. Cherish them. Cherish your family. That's it. It's that simple. Jobs come and go. Money comes and goes. Next few more months from now, you'll have a better job. You have a better job than you had before. Okay. You'll be making more money than you made before. And then you have no more depression, right? You're like, oh, great. Money comes and goes. Jobs come and go. But this is the thing, okay, Jake, I'm not trying to say this to you because I don't want to upset you. You know, it's not a fixable situation. My wife passed away. My mother passed away. I can't bring them back, Jake. I can't bring them back. There's nothing I could do, Jake. There is nothing I could do to bring my wife back or to bring my mother back. Nothing. If there was anything I could do, Jake, I would do it. If there was anything I could do. But there's nothing I could do. Okay. So in your case, you have a fixable situation, right? Take care, Jake. God bless you. God bless your family. I mean, I'm just trying to tell the guy, look, I hear this all the time for people, not just from this guy, Jake. People get upset over the wrong things in life. They get upset over the wrong things. Not just him. So many people out there, it would be a stupid thing. I lost my job or whatever. I lost money in the stock market or anything. I'm going through a tough time financially and I'm struggling. Everybody's going through a tough time financially. Everybody is struggling. God bless Jake. Everybody is struggling. The whole world is struggling. Okay. There's literally now, I would have to say, majority of people out there are going through a tough time financially. But I don't look at it like that anymore. I used to. I used to. I used to look at it like that. There was a time where I lost like 250,000 plus in AMC, the stock. And it's all I talked about with my wife every day. All I talked about every day. Jennifer, I said to her, I'm down in the dumps. I'm so miserable. I'm so down. I told her. I said, I lost over $250,000. I said, I lost all this money in the stock market. I said, I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. Why would I put all this money in one stock? Why would I buy so high? Why would I hold? I was so hard on myself. I was so hard on myself. And you know what? You know what my wife would say to me? Rich, I'm here for you. I love you. Everything is going to be okay. You always have my love and support. I'm here to make you feel better. You have your family. We're behind you. So, she was trying to tell me back then. Yes, Roger, I was an AMC. And yes, I agree with you, Adam. I call him Enron. Adam Enron is a fool. But anyway, look, I don't really want to talk about Adam Enron. I don't really want to talk about AMC. I'm just making a point. This is what the point is. The point is that things that I used to find important in my life, I don't find important anymore. I don't find important. Okay? Who cares about money? Money is paper. What do we do with paper? When we go to the bathroom, what do we do with toilet paper? Okay, money is paper. I get it. We all need it to survive. I get it. We need money to live. And yes, we do. It's important in that sense. We need money to pay our bills. We need money to eat. We need money to take care of our family. But at the end of the day, if you don't have a family, right? Think about this. Then what's the difference, right? I lost my wife. I lost my mom. Now I have my kids. And of course, my kids are everything to me. And every day of my life, I make sure that my kids are happy. And I make sure they had a happy Easter. And I make sure they go to school. And I make sure that they have friends and they come home and, they do their homework. And and they do all their extra school activities. Like, Michael's playing a lot of volleyball. Sophia is doing a lot with the acting and the dancing and the drama and everything. She's doing great. She knows how to play. But I lost my wife. I lost my mom. Now, see, when I ask people for cash apps, I'll give you an example for entertainment tips. It's solely just about my family. In other words, that's all it's about. Like, it's no longer about becoming this big, successful multimillionaire or, you know, whatever it is, becoming like the next Mr. Beast on YouTube. It's not about that. What it's about is that I just want to be a great father to my kids. That's it. A lot of people out there, they have a heart. They say, Richard, here's a $5 cash app, here's a $10 cash app. And in exchange, I do a video for them. I call it the thank you song video. I record a video on YouTube. It's a short video where I play the piano. I play an original instrumental jazz blues piano piece I dedicated to your good deed. Because there are people out there who have a good heart. Richard, you lost your wife, you lost your mom. Your kids lost their mom, they lost their grandma. It hit you both emotionally, tremendously. Financially, we lost our household income because I was Jennifer's caretaker, my mother's caretaker. We lost our household income, 7,000-8,000 a month. So yeah, I do ask people for cash apps. But it's more or less just to take care of my kids. It's to be a good father, and like I say, I perform a song for you. Okay. But there's a difference between what I'm doing and what that guy Jake was doing. Okay, so Jake got laid off, and from what he's saying in his message, he was taking out his frustrations on his family. He was saying that he's on the brink of losing his family. He was saying that his family can't take his mood swings. No, that's not good. That's not good. You should never, ever take out whatever you're feeling on your family. That's a terrible thing. Never. Always cherish them, always be loving to them. That's it. What I'm doing is that I just got hit with a tremendous loss here. Losses. My wife and my beautiful mother, Josephine, my wife, Jennifer. Now, the thing is that I'm not taking anything out of my family. I love my kids. My kids, like I said, every day of my life, it's my mission to make them happy. Every day of my life. Go to school, come home, do your homework, hang out with your friends, make memories, have a wonderful time. That's what a father does. That's what a mother does. But the reason I asked for the cash apps is all positive. Everything about this whole process is a positive thing. If you help my family in our time of need, I create a video for you. The thank you song video. I play the piano. I play a beautiful piece of music, a beautiful instrumental piece, jazz blues piece on the piano. I record a video. It's a short video on YouTube. It's called the thank you song video. And so you're getting something out of it. We're all getting something out of it. So that's my thing. The cash app, by the way, is the $ Richard Lavoie. If anybody types it, I'll pin it. You all know how to spell Richard, right? It's the $ capital RICHARD, and then my last name is capital L as in Larry, E as in Edward, V as in Victor, O as in Oreo, and I as in Idaho. Once again, it's capital RI. Well, first it's the $. If someone types this out, I'll pin the comment. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. It's the $ capital RICHARD, capital LE, V as in Victor, OI. There's no space, no underscore in between my first and my last name. If anybody types that out, I'll pin the comment. But anyway, getting back. I'm just reading a lot of text messages, from the past from my wife. It's very sad. I was just reading it. All these beautiful messages. I love you, honey. I'm here for you. Just let me know. She used to tell me whenever she knew I had a tough day. She goes, let me know when you're ready. I'm going to come upstairs. I'm going to take care of you, massage you, love you. She was the best. She was the greatest, my beautiful wife. And my mom, Josephine. Will, you're a good person for taking care and loving your kids after your loss. What's GBY mean? Does that mean goodbye? I'm not sure what GBY means. Oh, God bless you. Oh, God bless you too, William. Will, I'm sorry. I didn't realize what that meant. God bless you too, brother. Thank you. Will, but there is a problem, Will. And thank you for saying God bless me. God bless you too. The problem is that I'm super heartbroken, man. I'm lonely, brother. I miss my wife. I'm going through an extremely, extremely hard time with this. I'm not doing good. I don't show the kids that. You know, I'm there for the kids 100%. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to people online. I don't know. It's like you have to understand something. My wife was okay. See, people don't understand something about me. If something is logical, if something makes sense, I can accept it. What happened to my wife, I can't accept. She was too young. Okay, she was 46 years old. It's too young. 46 is too young to pass away. And even though she had cancer, you would never know it. You would never, never know it, Will. Will, she lived like a champion, this girl. Every day, she was always there for her family. She's a wonderful, wonderful mother, a wonderful wife. I mean, yeah, of course, I helped her as her caretaker. Listen, but it was different. You know, she was still able to give us so much of her love and emotion, and she was so strong. And it was a shock, you know? It was a shock when she passed away. It was. And I don't know. I think what's bothering me the most about it is how she was the perfect, perfect wife. She was the perfect mother. You're talking about the cream of the crop. You're talking about someone who dedicated everything that she had in her life, in her heart. It was all about making her children and her husband happy, and her dogs. And even she took care of my mom. And, you know, I'll give you just a quick example to make you understand. I've spoke to a lot of people that had losses in their lives. In some cases, people have bad marriages. Look, my parents had a bad marriage, okay? Unfortunately, growing up as a kid, there was a lot of fighting, unfortunately, in my household. Now, the thing is, when someone loses someone in their life, because I spoke to a lot of people like this, but they had a terrible marriage or they had a terrible life, as you could probably imagine, they're not that upset. They're like, okay, whatever, I wish them the best, but we had a terrible marriage. That's terrible. I appreciate it, Will, but something is happening lately to me, man, where maybe all of this is setting in now, brother. Something is happening to me. I'm realizing I'm never going to see my wife again or my mom again. And yes, I'm carrying on like Rocky. I get back up, I do. But you have to understand, look, the hardest times for me were when it was my 20th anniversary on April 9th. That was a terrible day for me. I was bad. And Easter, I kept it together for the kids, but now when I came home and the kids go to sleep, I realized it, man. It hits me. I'm like, I just spent my first Easter without my wife and my mom. I just spent my first holiday. I just did it. I literally just spent my first holiday without my wife and my mother, and it's freaking me out. Thank you, American Dream. God bless you all. God bless you, Will, and American Dream. Look, I'm just probably having a tough time, man. If anybody could type out the cash app, by the way, because I'm going to be ending this live stream soon. I just wanted to pin it It's the $ Richard Lavoie. Again, it's the capital RICHARD, capital LEV as in Victor OI. Oh, I'm tired. I haven't not slept. I gotta sleep. It's just I can't sleep because I'm too upset. This was the first major holiday we spent without my wife and my mom, and it just got to be. I'm sorry. It got to be. Um, yeah, I didn't sleep really at all. As you can see, I'm very tired. I'm going to be signing off basically. But I just wanted to tell all of you, cherish your family. Cherish them every day of your lives. Life changes sometimes in a second, man. You don't realize it. Stop worrying about the small things in life. Oh, I got laid off. I lost money. Who cares? Worry about your family. That's what matters. Your wife, your mother, your children, or if you're a woman, your husband, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents, whoever you have in your life. Cherish your family. I wish there was a way. I know there isn't a way that I could get my wife and my mother back. But I don't think I can. That's it. So I have to accept it now. I have to accept that I'm in a new chapter of my life. And it's just too hard to accept if you want. It's my wife loved me too much, man. I loved her too much. I feel like I'm being forced to live a life. And I don't know who to blame, I'm being forced. Like I wanted I wanted things to be the way they were, brother. Thank you, Roger. I don't know if God's making it easier on me, man. It's like, look, I get my mom. I say it all the time. Look, she was 75. My mother was still too young. She was too young, my mother. But at the same time, she saw me grow up. She saw her grandkids grow up. I get it. That's just unfortunately a normal transition of life. At some point, we lose our parents. But my wife was only 46. That's too young. Poor girl was fighting too much, my beautiful wife, Jennifer. The cancer in the brain, there's cancer in the spinal cord. Too much. Poor girl. The aspiration pneumonia. She needed help from God. She needed God to say, you know what? I'm going to come down. I'm going to, I was thinking about beautiful Jesus. He touched a man that was blind. He gave him sight. Maybe God on Easter, she's passed now, but I don't know. Maybe one day I could ask God all these questions, but until then, I'm confused why all of this happened to me and my family. It's very shocking. But yeah, I'm strong for the kids. But you have to understand, I come here because I vent. I need to vent. Uh, Let me see. It's we're 40 minutes in. Nobody typed out the Cash App. I guess you don't want to, it's fine. But if anybody wants to type it, it's the $ Richard Lavoie. That's my Cash App for entertainment tips. The $ capital RICHARD, capital LEV as a Victor OI. Will says, imagine that she worked at the World Trade Center before 9/11. You mentioned that, I believe. But what is there to imagine? I'm not following you, Will. I'm sorry. She worked at 2 World Trade Center, yes. But where are you going with it? I don't understand. Maybe you could explain your question a little bit. I know for a fact that working there caused the cancer, yes. All the toxins that were in the air. Yeah, I believe so, yes. I mean, listen, that was determined, that the air quality was not safe. Jennifer didn't have the cancer gene. Cancer didn't run in her family. This was an environmental thing, man. No problem, Will. No problem, brother. Typos happen. But since you're typing, you think you could type my Cash App for me? It's the $ Richard Lavoie. It's the $ capital RICHARD, capital LEV as in Victor OI. Maybe signing out soon. It's like I said, man. My wife was so strong. All she did was fight and fight and fight. This long battle with cancer. She fought. She wanted to stay with us. I guess I'm going to go rest up for a little bit, guys. God bless you. Forgive me. I didn't sleep at all. I just wanted to be there for the kids, give them a very happy Easter. But then I was very upset that this was the first major holiday I spent without my beautiful wife and mother. I'm going to go rest up. Oh, there it is, Will. Thank you. If anyone wants to do a very small Cash App to help our family in our time of need, it's pinned below in this chat. You'll see it under the comment, Will. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. Any small amount will be greatly appreciated, and I will do something in return. I will record a video for you on my YouTube Shorts. It's called the Thank You Song video. Comments are delayed, I guess. What are you going to do? I'll be back in a little bit, okay? Gonna relax a little bit. God bless all of you. God bless your families. I'll be back soon.